The Young and the Restless, Spoiler Shock, Wednesday Full, the 3rd of June, 2026. Hey everyone, welcome back to the blog. It is Tuesday, a very rainy and gloomy Tuesday here, and honestly, my coffee has been cold for about 3 hours now, but I could not wait to sit down and talk to you guys about what is happening in Genoa City. Because wow, just wow. My head is absolutely spinning from the sheer amount of drama, trauma, and absolute chaos unfolding on our screens right now. I have been staring at my screen for way too long today, trying to process everything, and I just need to vent. So grab a cup of coffee, or maybe something stronger, because we have a lot to unpack today. Let's start with Nick Newman. Oh boy. Nick, what are we going to do with you? So we all know Nick has been spiraling, and I mean spiraling hard. The last few weeks have been some of the darkest television I think we have ever seen for this character. The drugs, the Vegas trip, the horrific hostage situation at that abandoned gas station, and then, of course, that absolutely terrifying car crash where he literally drove off a cliff while hallucinating because of the poison drugs Matt Clark set up for him. It has been a nightmare. And now Nick just wants to pretend everything is fine. He survived, right? He is breathing. He is out of the wreckage. So in his mind, it is time to move on. He wants to focus on Matt Clark. He wants to focus on literally anything other than the fact that he is a full-blown addict who almost killed himself. But Victor is finally putting his foot down, and honestly, it's about time. Victor has watched his golden boy completely fall apart, and Victor's a lot of things. We all know this. He is manipulative, he is arrogant, he is a massive control freak who loves to play chess with his children's lives, but he loves his kids. Seeing Nick almost die, seeing him hooked on fentanyl and cocaine supplied by that psycho Sienna Bacall, it changed something in Victor. It really did. So today, we get this incredibly heavy, suffocating scene where Victor corners Nick. He doesn't let him squirm away. Nick tries to deflect. He always deflects. It is his classic defense mechanism. He wants to talk about Matt Clark's amnesia. He wants to talk about the company. He wants to talk about the weather, probably. But Victor just stares him down. You know, that classic Victor Newman stare, the one that makes grown men want to cry. He tells Nick that the excuses are over. The running away is over. And it is so hard to watch because you can see Nick breaking in real time. Nick is a guy who always wants to be the hero. He wants to be the good guy, the protector of Sharon, the protector of Noah. And right now, he is the one who needs saving. He is completely broken. And Victor forcing him to look in the mirror is brutal. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Nick. I don't know. Addiction is a monster. It is a terrifying disease. But you guys, he cannot keep blaming Matt Clark for his own choices. Yes, Matt is evil. Yes, Matt set traps. But Nick took the drugs. Nick stole the drugs from the evidence lockup. Nick got behind the wheel. And Victor knows that if Nick doesn't face this ugly reality right now, he is going to end up in a body bag. So Victor is being the bad guy, the tough love dad. And I am actually here for it. Who actually believes Nick can just walk away from this without rehab or some serious intensive therapy? Nobody. And speaking of Matt Clark, let's talk about this ridiculous amnesia storyline. So Matt is currently in custody, and he is claiming he doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember torturing Sharon. He doesn't remember holding Noah hostage. He doesn't remember ruining Nick's life. He is just walking around with this blank, innocent stare. And Nick, Nick is so messed up right now that he is actually trying to help Matt remember. Let me repeat that because it is so insane. Nick wants to help Matt regain his memories. Why? Because Nick wants Matt to remember being a monster so that Nick can punch him in the face without feeling guilty. Like, how twisted is that psychology? Nick desperately needs a villain right now so he doesn't have to be his own villain. If Matt is an innocent amnesiac, then Nick is just a guy who ruined his own life with drugs. But if Matt is a monster, Nick gets to be the righteous victim. It is classic projection, and it is honestly a bit pathetic. But thank God for Sharon. Sharon is the only one making any sense in this entire town right now. Sharon is looking at Matt, and she is just not buying it. Not for one single second. And can you blame her? Think about the history here. Think about what this woman has survived. Matt has terrorized this family for years. He is a calculating, cruel, manipulative sociopath. And sociopaths do not just magically lose their memories and become good people overnight. Sharon is asking the hard questions. She is looking at this new Matt and wondering what the long con is, because there is always a long con with Matt Clark. Always. Some people in Genoa City are actually feeling sorry for him. The town is getting divided over this. Like, what were they thinking? How can anyone look at Matt Clark and feel sympathy? Have we all forgotten Vegas? Have we forgotten Noah bleeding from the face after fighting him? Sharon hasn't forgotten. Sharon is a mother who had to watch her son bleed, who had to drive a car off a cliff to escape this lunatic. She carries that trauma in her bones. So she is taking a very, very cautious approach. She wants to know if this newfound compassion Matt is showing is real, or if we are all just pawns in another sick, twisted game. And let's be real. It is definitely a game. I bet he remembers everything. I bet he is sitting in his cell just laughing at how gullible everyone is. Except Sharon. Sharon sees right through him. And I hope she exposes him before he can hurt anyone else. Okay, let's shift gears because I need to talk about Adam and Sally. Because, wow, my heart is just in my throat with these two. So much is happening here. So, Sally is pregnant, and the news is completely changing everything. We saw her take that test with Audra standing by her side, and the positive result just shattered her world. And now she and Adam are sitting down to figure out what this means for their future. And this is where it gets so incredibly emotional, because we cannot talk about Adam and Sally having a baby without talking about Ava. They lost their little girl. That trauma, that grief, it is still so incredibly fresh. Sally still blames herself for what happened to Ava, even though it wasn't her fault. It was never her fault. But grief doesn't care about logic. And Adam carries so much guilt about everything in his life. He carries the weight of the world on his shoulders. So now they are faced with this new life, this new baby, and they are discussing their future. Are they going to co-parent? What does this mean for them personally? It is just so raw. You can see the terror in Sally's eyes. She is terrified of hoping. She is terrified of losing another child. And Adam is trying so hard to be strong for her, but he is terrified too. They are having these deep, heavy conversations about what this new chapter means. And honestly, it is beautiful, but it is also heartbreaking. I mean, think about everything they have been through to get to this exact moment. The betrayal, the heartbreak, Adam sleeping with Chelsea in Baltimore, the messy Billy Abbott drama that just tore Sally apart. It has been an absolute roller coaster. But right now, in this moment, it is just the two of them looking at a future that suddenly has a baby in it, and they have to figure out how to navigate that together. Can they trust each other again? Can they be the parents this child needs? Adam has always struggled with being a good father to Connor, and he lost Ava. This is his chance for redemption. This is his chance to get it right. And this is Sally's chance for a family she has always wanted to be loved, to belong somewhere. But the uncertainty is just hanging over them like a dark storm cloud. Nobody can ignore the reality of what is sitting right in front of them. A life-changing reality. And I just want to reach through the screen and hug Sally. She has been through so much. She lost her company, she lost her baby. She has been bouncing between these messy Newman and Abbott men who never seem to know what they want until it's too late. She just needs a win. She needs to be happy. And maybe, just maybe, this baby is the fresh start she and Adam both desperately need. Or maybe it's just going to be more heartbreak. I don't know. I change my mind about them every 5 minutes. 1 minute I think they are endgame, and the next minute I think they are way too toxic for each other. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. But right now I am rooting for them. I really am. They deserve some peace. So what happens next? Victor is going to keep pushing Nick. Nick is probably going to keep fighting it until he completely breaks. Sharon is going to keep investigating Matt Clark until she finds the crack in his amnesia story. And Adam and Sally are going to have to make some massive, life-altering decisions very soon. It is a lot. It is so much. But that is why we watch, right? We love the mess. We live for the mess. I just hope the writers don't mess this up. Please, writers, give Sally a break. Just one break. All right. I am going to go microwave my coffee and probably stare at the wall for a bit. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you on Victor's side with Nick? Do you believe Matt's amnesia? And are you rooting for Adam and Sally? Let's talk about it.